So what's going on today?
Dummy wanna die.
Why?
You wanna die.
Why does he want to die?
You don't wanna live.
What are we drinking this morning?
Drinking a booze.
You're not
If you
drinking it.
touch it, you're gonna have a mark on you.
That's not nice.
Touch it. I want it.
Why do you
Now
want to
touch
hurt
it.
me? Why?
Now touch it.
Why?
Touch
Why?
it. Yeah.
Oh, God. God.
Y'all rather go to hell.
Ah! He's got my legs. Give me your legs. Give me your arm.
Ground man, bud. Let's go to the ground man, bud. How's that? How's that, bud? You feel better now?
You don't want him charged for the, You know, we just fought him, right?
Huh?
We just fought him in the parking lot.
This is nuts. He was saying this was his store. He can get better.
67-year-old diabetic Rodney Harmon was experiencing a medical emergency. Confused and suffering from low blood sugar, a store owner called for him to get some help, and that ended with him being charged with felony assault on a police officer. Officers chose force, and to cover their tracks, they charged him. We're going to use settled case law to figure out if this was just or just simply wrong. Man, what's up, family? I appreciate you for tapping into another edition of Just or Just Wrong. Make sure you hit like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notification bells.
I think he's diabetic.
So we need an ambulance. He is a diabetic.
Yes, I don't know if he is, but he's got the...
2595 account. Can you run us an ambulance? Possible subject's diabetic.
Now, they found within his belongings that he had some diabetic medicine on him. They checked the medicine, called it in, and said that they're going to need paramedics because they found out he was diabetic. And usually in those situations, you got to check for low blood sugar. Now, the paramedics found out that his blood sugar was low and that he immediately needs to go to the hospitals. Officers, to cover their tracks, denied him being able to be carried to the hospital by paramedics.
You think he's diabetic. He's been drinking. He's under arrest. You can just check him out. He's on this side.
All right. I was wishful thinking, right? Too early in the morning.
You're going to be even worse.
So he got to go to the hospital and get cleared anyway because he
I don't
admitted
need
to
to
drinking.
go to the hospital.
No, his drink's all over me.
Now you see there, they clearly denied him access to go to the hospital for proper care. They felt it more necessary or better fit for him to go to the jail to get seen by the jail doctors than him to go with the paramedics to the hospital. Now how they felt it justifiable to make that decision for him, I have no clue. Now what I was able to do was I was able to go to the public court records for Marion County and find out exactly what he was charged with on this day. Now we see here they charged Rodney with 3 charges. 2 of them got dropped. They got charged with possession of an open container, resisting with violence, and a battery on a police officer. Now, they dropped the charges for resisting with violence and open container, but they had to make sure they let something stick to justify the use of force they did on him. That slam was unnecessary and very excessive.
Opened a beer in front of me. I was like, what are you drinking? And taking it from you. And then he's like bowed up, and then he came in, he got thrown on the ground. Not him, this guy. And basically he sold food. They don't want to do anything about the stuff he sold. However, he was trespassed from here in 2018. So he's got open container. He's got resisting. He's got trespass.
And open container.
Open container. Can I say that?
You might, I mean, you can know what they do from 2018.
Oh, well, that's what I was.
But you still got the open container. Where did it happen over here?
Right there in the corner.
Alright.
It should be on mine.
It'll definitely be on hers.
Oh, dash?
On her dash cam.
Oh, sweet.
The whole thing. Yeah, I pulled up. She approaches him to talk to him, and he like she tries to take the beer from him. He takes his hand away. She tries to grab the beer. He grabs her hand like this and he says, "If you touch me, I'm gonna fight you." So I run up and grab him. He blows the beer in the air. We all get soaked.
So doing for battery on Leo and resisting with violence. It's two separate things. If you try to grab him and he grabs you,
I don't know. Did he grab me?
He grabs your wrist like this.
he's resisting with violence.
That's
I don't
why
know.
if
He
he
was
throws the
tripping.
beer-
He
if
was
he
doing this
throws
to
the
my
beer
leg
on
when
you
we were trying to
guys.
walk him, and
Yeah,
he kept wrapping his leg around mine, and
Yeah, he was
Does
kicking
he need
us.
medical at all?
He called them, but he refused.
he's refusing
Oh, there he came
anything.
and refused.
You can see in this point of the video, they're completely lying on Rodney. They're stating that he flung the beer in the air to throw it on them. They're collaborating their story to try to justify the use of force they did on him because they went above and beyond the call of duty. Now, the sergeant on scene never was alerted that he's a diabetic. He was never alerted that the paramedics suggested that he go to the hospital. He was never alerted that they refused to let him go to the hospital because they felt it better, more necessary that he sees the jail doctors. I just don't like how this is going. I don't think that they're being truthful, and I think they're trying to cover their steps because they know they went above and beyond the call of duty here. Now we're going to take a look at exactly what the law says about use of force and dealing with medical patients. Now stick with me here. We're going to reference about 3 relevant case laws for this situation. We're going to look at State of Hill versus Miracle, 6th Circuit 2017. Officers violated the 4th Amendment by restraining a man in medical crisis rather than recognizing the need for medical aid. Why is this relevant? Courts emphasize that medical emergencies require medical responses, not criminal enforcement. Kinsley versus Henderson 2015. Force must be reasonable based off what officers knew at that time, not hindsight. What officers knew at that time was a mentally deranged elderly man came into a store, took a beer and stood outside to drink it. I don't think the use of force of picking him up in the air and slamming him on his face was necessary or reasonable at the time based on what they knew of the situation. And the last one I want us to look at is Delora versus Rutherford, 9th Circuit 2021. When officers know or should know that a person is mentally ill, they must reduce the level of force, not increase it. Medical distress, including diabetic episodes, falls under diminished capacity. Force that may be reasonable on a healthy person is not reasonable on someone experiencing these things. Courts especially emphasize not to increase force on people who are physically vulnerable. Now let's jump back into the video to see exactly what the store clerk said when they went in to get their report. First, make sure you like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell.
Your date of birth?
December 11, 1973.
Okay. What? Can I use the store address for you?
Yes.
How about a phone number, please? How much was the milk?
Yeah, just
and the
$5
beer.
and 163. But you know, that's not the problem. Just he's crazy. We just need it.
You don't want him charged for the?
It's okay.
You know, we just fought him, right? We just fought him in the parking lot.
He's nuts. He was saying this was his store. We can take that.
Okay. All right, there's 10. Thank you.
Just to recap, man, they pulled up guns blazing, treated Rodney like some young whippersnapper, threw him around just because they could, just to physically impress themselves on him, deny him proper medical treatment, collaborated a story with their sergeant to cover up their steps for the force they used. Initially got a call that it was just to check on the elderly deranged man who was thinking the store was his because he was having a diabetic episode, and went from that to him being charged with felony battery on a police officer. Now he's in court, probably has no money to fight for himself, and he's having to fight these felony charges because these officers took the situation completely out of control. Doesn't it seem like these sort of things always happen to the less fortunate? These type of things never happen to everyday people like me and you, to the extent that it's happening to him. The type of charges they placed on him with the footage that we have, I don't see how they was able to stick these charges. Now they removed 3 charges off of him, 2 charges off of him, and only stuck 1. The 2 that they removed, I would think that they would be able to prosecute for him for those easier than the one that they stuck for the felony battery. Now the reason they stuck the felony battery and not the resisting arrest is because of the force they used on him. They needed a reason to be able to justify why slamming this old man on his face was necessary. Now if anybody knows Rodney family or able to help him, please drop the information in the comments. I would love an update on this story. It sucks to him to have to go through it. I appreciate you for tapping into another edition. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell. Here till I'm not.